Hello sunshines, welcome to BunniPhish Crafts. I'm your host Heather, known as BunniPhish on Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon. Today is Monday, the 14th of February, 2022. This is episode 7. How are you? I have had a not good day. And I'm sure some of that is just because things that normally wouldn't bother me bothered me just because it was Valentine's Day. When I was in first grade, this is the day that my parents got in the domestic dispute that led to their divorce. So the date is very traumatic for me, and as much as I try to let that go, it's just the little things that I would normally be like, yep, that was annoying, just seem huge today. So I am at the yarn shop. I am getting ready to teach a class. So I'm just recording quickly before people start showing up. I helped my sister dye her hair and there was a glove failure. So in case you're seeing that as I'm showing things, it's just dye that leaked through the glove. I don't have a ton of progress since I saw you yesterday, but I do have a little bit. So here is the Fruit Stripe Gum Sock by, I don't remember who it's by. If I remember in editing, or if I look up at the screen in editing, I'll put it right there. So the first sock is pretty close to finished. I think, well, Patrick's foot is a little bit bigger than mine. Here is my Felici sock. So how many stripes do I have before the toe? I have 9 stripes before the toe. I have 9 stripes of this yarn, so I'll just do the toe in the gray yarn that I was talking about. Berroco Sox. Just a random gray. Also, so this is what I'm going to use for the toe. And I'll probably finish what I have here for the yarn, because that'll take me to 9, right? Yeah, so that'll take me to 9-ish, and then I'll do a handful of rounds in the gray before I do the toe, because his feet are slightly bigger than mine. And I just noticed that the sock that I'm wearing, I'm sorry I'm showing you a dirty sock, but look at this. The sock has a dropped stitch. So I guess I'm gonna fix that tonight when I get home. Boo. These socks are such a great fit too. The other thing that I see, Valentine's Day. If it was a different day, that sock would not have a drop stitch. It's just little things, which I'm very thankful for, that it's just little things, but it's just little things all day. All day. The other thing is my niece's fingerless mitt. And one of the little things that doesn't really matter to anybody but me that was annoying today is that I forgot my bag of mini skeins for working on my best friend's mitered square blanket. I forgot that at home, so I couldn't work on mitered squares today, which is fine. It just meant that I worked extra on this fingerless mitt, and I am 3, no, hold on, I'm gonna count. Having a moment. Yeah, I'm 6 rounds away from being finished with the green, so I think I'm gonna finish the green tonight. Or I'm going to try to. I'm probably not. Honestly, I feel like class tonight is gonna be stressful and people are gonna be needy because it's Valentine's Day, and that's how things go for me on Valentine's Day. So I'm probably not going to finish the sock or the mitt, the green on the mitt today, but we'll see. And then I also brought my blanket. I have not worked on it today. So I was at 5 garter ridges yesterday. Maybe I can put on a ridge tonight. That would be really great. I need to get to 8 before I start binding off. All right, friends. I'm gonna let you go. Hopefully next time I check in with you, it'll be a better day. Hello, sunshines. Happy Tuesday. It is bedtime, so I'm coming to check in with you. Today was such a good day. Like, all of the irritating things that happened yesterday that needed to be resolved were resolved. I fixed a sock. I had a technology ticket open with my school, and they tried to close it yesterday without resolving it. And then this morning I got an email after emailing back and being like, no, wait, you didn't resolve it. Please don't close this. They fixed it overnight. And my one-on-one kiddo has like a 3-tiered cart, and the wheel fell off yesterday. So they ordered him a new one. And it arrived today. And then my leadership team put it together for me. So I didn't even have to put it together. So like all of the annoying things from yesterday that like would have carried over today were amazing. And my kid's dad bought 2 giant cases of pencils. I'm gonna say there's probably over 1,000 pencils in each case. I don't know. I didn't count, but there were so many. And I passed them out this morning, and like I think some of my coworkers got a little teary-eyed at getting like just a couple handfuls of already sharpened, ready to go, brand new pencils. Just saying, school supplies are they're important. They're important, and you know, not everything is super readily available all the time. So anyway, I am going to turn you around and show you some things. Hashtag 2022 year of blankets. Have you put in your projects? Because look at this. I did a garter ridge yesterday. Remember yesterday I said I wasn't going to get anything done at knit class? I totally did. I did a garter ridge, and then I did another garter ridge today. So if I can do one more garter ridge tomorrow, then on Friday, I'm not counting Thursday to be good for anything. On Friday, I can start the bind off on this side, which would be really, really exciting. So I'm going to try to do that. And, you know, maybe on Thursday I'll start the bind off before I go to work. But Thursday is a drive day, so we'll see about Thursday. So yeah, anyway, that's what that looks like. So I am about to finish The Empress of Salt and Fortune. I think I have 13 pages to go. I'm going to go take this to my room and read before bedtime. Last night I finished the pattern repeat in the green, and I started the yellow for my niece's fingerless mitt. So one more repeat in the yellow, and then on to the orange, which is super exciting. So I'm through 4 colors. I just have orange and red left in this. And I'm doing some increasing now because, let's see, there's the thumb gusset. So here's the wrist. So this is starting to go up the forearm. So I'm doing some increases in the garter stitch section. And hopefully that will help this mitt fit my niece. And then onto the fruit stripe gum pattern. And I have a fun story about this. So Aquilla from the Lefty Knitter podcast sent me a message today saying that what did she do? She posted on the YouTube video from last week that she saw this pattern and immediately went over and added it to her queue, and she has actually started these socks. So I am going to go ahead and put a link to her video right up there for this week when she starts these socks, so that you can see 2 different people working on the socks, and she'll probably have other things to say about the pattern. She is doing a different size than I am. And she knits left-handed, so that probably makes a difference. I think hers is spiraling in the opposite direction because of that. But maybe I'm making that up. But I think that's accurate. So anyway, it was just really fun having someone, you know, pick up the project and seem to be enjoying it. I can't wait to see her progress, and hopefully you'll go check out her stuff too. So here is the toe. So I did this toe this morning, and that's all I had left to do. I did, I think, 5 rounds of this toe, or of this Berroco sock color, before I started the decreases. And I think it's going to be great. So, sort of noticeable, but I don't care, and Patrick won't care or notice, is maybe you remember, that I was telling you that there was a knot in my original, what's going on, focus? There was a knot in my first sock right here, and so that is about 3 rounds longer for the ribbing. Don't care, not changing it. I thought maybe I would, and then I decided not to because lazy. This is what I pulled out to start the sock in the same color. Even though these socks are not going to match and Patrick doesn't care if his socks match, I still want them to kind of match, just for me. He doesn't care. But that's what I'm doing. Aquilla asked me if I was going to have the spiral go in the opposite direction on the second sock, and I'm not. Mostly because I'm lazy, but also because this is done with knit 2 togethers, among other things, and to have it spiral the other way, I would have to do slip knits, and my slip knits, no matter how I do them, just do not lay as nicely as my knit 2 togethers. So I'm not going to, especially because Patrick won't know the difference and he wouldn't care. If these socks were for me, I would consider it because I enjoy when things are mirrored like that, but he won't notice. He's not going to wear them together as a pair because he doesn't wear his socks matching. So it's not worth the extra effort. SSKs take more effort and more time than knit 2 togethers, so I'm opting not to. But that's totally something you could do if you made these socks and you wanted to try that. So yeah, that was really fun. I'm super pleased that I actually finished this pattern repeat. I'm so proud of myself, and for finishing this sock and fixing the other sock and casting on the second sock in this pair. I was saying that I pulled this yarn out from the center to make them match, and I'm just going to use this to do the heel. So when I get to the heel, I will cut that off and use it to knit the heel, and that'll get me through. It should get me through the heel flapping gusset. If it doesn't, I will attach from the outside of the yarn ball. Okay, so I'm gonna go read now. So I'm going to go downstairs and read this and finish this. But then if I finish that, I am going to start these Ghosts Are Family, because this is due back on the 20th. Even though I got out Sisters in Arms, I'm gonna finish this. I'm going to read this. I should be able to read this by the time it's due back, because we don't have school on Friday. I think that's the 18th. So then Saturday and Sunday. So as long as I get it started today and read a bit of it tomorrow, I should be good to finish it by its due date. And then I will pick up Sisters in Arms again. That's my plan. I'm really enjoying this. probably talk about it tomorrow, though. All right, friends. I feel like I've been very chatty this evening. You have a good night, and I will see you again tomorrow, maybe. Or soon. I'll see you before the end of the week. Bye, friends. Hello, sunshines. Happy Thursday. Colby, that's a poor life choice. So, it is snowing here. We have midwinter break starting tomorrow, and I had planned to meet with the kid's dad tonight so they could go with him, and my cats think that they want to go out into the snow. Oh, maybe you don't want to go in the snow? You think that's a poor life choice? Okay. So, we were gonna go, but it took an hour and a half to get home after picking up my kid, not my kid, my nephew. So yeah, no, we're not doing that. It usually takes 30 minutes. So what I was trying to say before I got totally distracted by cats is I was planning to drive tonight, but that's not happening. And midwinter break officially starts tomorrow, so I have a to-do list, but I'm going to shift some of my crafting. Why are we doing this? Really? Why are we doing this? Okay. Sorry, this is going to be full of distractions because now children and animals are home and whatever, but I'm going to do some crafty goals. So here's an update on my my blanket. Yesterday I finished the 8th ridge and I started binding off, and I'm already more than halfway bound off on the first side, so that's exciting. This is all that's left of the sashing, is doing that up, so that'll look like this. I still need to do the borders on either side and on the bottom, but I might be able to get that done over midwinter break. I'm going to try tonight to at least get this bound off and pick up some stitches on this side to start working that border, and maybe I'll attach yarn to work the sashing. I don't know. So I also have my best friend's blanket, and that's it laid out, so I have to pick up here and do 100 squares, fill in this right here, and fill in this right here, and do sashing. So I'm going to figure out how many squares I have, and then figure out how many squares I have left, and readjust my squares per day for how many I'm going to need to do to finish by next month. Hi friends, it's Thursday night, bedtime, and I'll check in with you about knitting stuff tomorrow probably, but it's bedtime, and I just realized that I left These Ghosts Are Family in the car because I was planning to take it on my drive because I was pretty sure I was going to take a nap at one point, and so I would have the book to read as I was drifting off at a rest area, not while driving or anything. And while I have Sisters in Arms back again, so I could pick that up where I had left off, I kind of really just wanted to read The Queen's Bargain because this is the next book due back to the library, and I really just want some fantasy smut, if I'm being perfectly honest. So this is the 10th book of the Black Jewels series. It's pretty new, and I've read all of the Black Jewels books before this. I read them all the summer that the summer that my kids and I moved up here. So yeah, this is from 2020. Was it the summer? I think it was right after the kids went back to school. I didn't have a job yet, so I was just being a stay-at-home human with no small humans to take care of. So I would like clean the whole house every day and then have hours left before the kids got home. So my sister had all of these books before this one, and I just devoured them. I don't usually read books back to back in a series. I usually like space them out. But then my sister told me that Anne Bishop had written a 10th book and an 11th book. So I'm going to read this one. And then I also have the 11th book out from the library. I don't know if I will be reading that immediately after or not. But I'm going to start this instead of, picking up Sisters in Arms, which I really, really enjoy. But I really want something smutty and fantasy. I feel like it's been a little bit since I've read something fantasy. Good morning. Happy Friday. It is ridiculous early o'clock. This is about when I would get the kids up for a school day, but I'm not doing that because we don't have school today. And even if we were supposed to, we wouldn't be going in because my nephew is supposed to have school today and he has a snow day. So I woke up and picked up these stitches for what is essentially 6 squares, and then knit, I'm going to say about 2 3/4 squares. So I have done some math, and according to my math, it will take about 12.5 hours to do one side worth of border. So that's not so bad. I just need to so that's 12.5. So I'm going to do some math. I'm going to think out loud. 12.5 times 2 is 25. So I'm not going to do like 5 hours over the next 5 days. 5 hours each day. But it's the 18th, and so I have 10 days to finish this. I still have to do the other side. So if I can do like 3 hours a day on this blanket, which is totally doable, I should be able to finish this by the end of the month. And honestly, like one thing that's taking time right now is that I'm weaving in each of these ends as I'm picking up stitches, but once I get to the halfway point, all the way over here, then I don't have any ends to weave in as I pick up, so that will go more quickly. And I also had to pull out the provisional cast on over here and attach the yarn and weave in that end as I went. What I'll probably do throughout the day is just, do 5 ridges here and there, not sit down and try to do 3 hours at once. That would be so much. But maybe like a podcast episode or something working on this blanket. But I'm going to set this blanket aside for today because I only allotted myself an hour to work on it. And I am going to go work on some other things. Hello, sunshines. Happy Sunday. It is just about bedtime. As you can hear, my dog is telling me that we should go to bed. So let me show you what I've been doing the past couple days. Here is the last bit of sashing that I need to do. I just need to Kitchener this closed. And then that will be finished. Here is my second fruit stripe gum sock. So I've done just 1 stripe shy of a full color repeat since you saw it last, so that's pretty exciting. And look at this, I finished the first mitt for my niece. It's all bound off. I have some ends to weave in, but I'll get to that. And then I cast on the second one. So hopefully this coming week I will get a picture of my niece wearing this mitt for you. We're going to the library tomorrow, so we'll have some hangout time. I can probably make that happen. Also, I'm still reading These Ghosts Are Family. I did not finish it. I'm at the halfway point, and yes, it was due back at the library today, but I am going to do my best to read it before we go to the library tomorrow. 2022 might be the year of library late fees. I hope not, but it's starting out that way. I'm enjoying this a lot. It's all about like family history and the way that past trauma influences current lives and things. Really good. All right, friends, it is bedtime, so I am gonna go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this week, and I look forward to talking to you next week too. If you liked what you saw, hit the like button, leave me any comments or questions down below. I love chatting with you, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I need to go to bed. Have an at least tolerable week. I hope that there are more good things for you this coming week and this past week than bad things. Bye, friends.